Lesson 3. Fantasia. The world of mythical creatures. Let's listen and mark. A grandmother is narrating a bedtime story to her two grandchildren, Sweetie and Raghav. Listen to the story and arrange the given sentences in the correct order. You can mark the number in the given boxes. Grandma, tell us a story. You promised to tell us one at bedtime. Yes, Grandma. Tell us a story about fairies and elves tonight. Okay. If you want a story, then lie down quickly. Come now. Hurry. Yes. Good children. Now listen carefully. Long, long ago, in a small cottage, there lived a little boy, Ryan, with his mother. He was an unhappy little boy. He never smiled. He was very poor and had no friends. Oh, that's really very sad. Then who did he play with? Grandma? Did he have a bat and ball? My, how impatient you people are. Wait a bit. Don't rush my story. So, then, where was I? Ah, yes. Little Ryan lived in a small cottage near a forest. Now, children, this was no ordinary forest. Ryan did not know that this forest was a home to many fairies, elves, dwarves, and other magical creatures. Oh, how wonderful! So, now, one day, as Ryan was playing with his ball, he threw it very high up in the sky, and it fell and rolled away into the forest. Ryan went into the forest to search for his ball, but he couldn't find it under the hedges or even in the bushes. So he kept walking further into the forest. It was a dark forest, and he thought he could hear the trees whispering to each other. Swish, swish, swish. The sun's rays filtered in through the thick canopy of leaves in patches here and there. Suddenly, he heard a loud cry for help. He ran in the direction of the sound. He soon saw that a beautiful butterfly with the most delicate and colorful wings was caught in a web, and an evil-looking spider was about to attack her. How terrible! Grandma, will the spider eat the butterfly? No, dear. Ryan rushed forward, picked up a big stick, and chased the spider away. Then he carefully lifted the delicate butterfly and placed her on a big flower nearby. Thank God! He saved the butterfly from that horrid spider. Yes, but do you know what happened then? What happened, Grandma? Children, this butterfly was actually a fairy. She now took her original form and thanked Ryan. Ryan had never seen fairies. She was so beautiful. Her gown was green and blue and was shimmering with stars. Her hair was golden and decorated with pretty flowers. Ryan couldn't believe his eyes. Her voice was as soft and melodious as a nightingale. She told Ryan her name was Snowdrop and asked him about himself. When Ryan told her, she invited him to her house and to play with her friends. Wow, how lucky Ryan is! Yes, isn't he? So Ryan went with Snowdrop to her house, which was almost in the center of the forest, where she lived with her friends, the elves and the pixies. Her friends lived in the foot and the trunk of the huge trees there. When she told her friends what happened, they all thanked Ryan. She introduced Ryan to her friends, Snappy, Chubby, Shorty, Udall, and the others. They all played many games around the mushrooms and drank dew from the bluebells. Magic cakes appeared whenever they felt hungry. Suddenly, Ryan remembered he had to go home. His mother would be worried. So he said goodbye to his new friends. But they told him that he could come again the next day to play with them. Ryan was very happy. He had friends to play with, special friends. But he couldn't tell anyone about them. The fairies had warned him. And from that day onwards, Ryan was never unhappy again. Every day, when his mother went to work, he would go into the forest and play with his special friends. Now, he smiled a lot. And that's the end of the story. I wish I too had fairies and elves as my friends. From tomorrow, I too will look around and try to save butterflies. They may be fairies, you know. Why not? But sleep now. Good night, my dears, and sweet dreams.